I have some more pretty surprising neoliberal news in today. The Prime Minister, I think that's the position there, Angela Merkel, the Prime Minister of Germany, who is constantly looked at as like a liberal leader in the world. She's the Prime Minister of Germany. She was very open to refugees, which I think actually she was too open. But you know, regardless, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, she's looked at super liberal and like, you know, this liberal world leader. She voted against same-sex marriage. It passed, luckily, but she voted against it. Now, we're going to read into this. This is from the Washington Post. They say, Friday's parliamentary vote in Berlin to recognize the right of same-sex couples to wed was a long-awaited victory for the German liberals. But the vote was a defeat for the woman who seemed to have emerged as one of the country's most popular icons of liberalism, German Chancellor Angela Merkel. So it's a chancellor, not a prime minister. My bad. She welcomed over 1 million refugees. 1 million! Abandoned nuclear energy over safety fears and has urged President Trump to respect human rights. On Friday, however, Merkel voted against same-sex marriage despite having paved the way to its recognition only days earlier. So it's stupid enough and an irony enough in itself that she's supposed to be this big liberal icon, but yet she voted against same-sex marriage. Remember, this was a ruling, I believe, in 2014 or 2015 in the U.S. When you're behind the U.S. in civil rights and you're a European nation, you are just shitting yourself so hard. It's not even funny. The anti-marriage equality party line of Merkel's Christian Democratic Union had long prevented the law from being passed. But on Monday, the German Chancellor cleared the way for the issue to win approval in the German parliament by allowing lawmakers to choose according to their personal convictions after being pressured into a vote by the Social Democratic Party. They were pressured into this vote by the Social Democratic Party. That's truly amazing. Quote, I would like to steer the discussion more toward the situation that it will be a question of conscience instead of me forcing something through by means of a majority vote. So this is a great example of neoliberalism at its finest. And, you know, there have been a lot of memes going on in the progressive Twitter community, specifically from Luke Savage that I've seen. You have essentially, I remember I had read this headline about Macron, the headline read, Macron is spending his summer fighting unions. Like, this is supposed to be the big liberal guy, the person fighting unions, and then you have this story that I read, Angela Merkel, the supposed, you know, huge liberal icon in Europe and all over the world, to be honest, voting against same-sex marriage rights. Like I said, when you're a European country and you're behind the U.S. in civil rights, you are fucking up pretty bad because the European countries have a lot on the U.S. when it comes to that. Canada has had it for like, I don't know, like 12, 13 years legalized. And when you're behind us, that is really bad. And we're still trying to iron out the kinks that are going on with it. But this is extremely embarrassing, and it shows how Christianity has definitely fucked up their party. What's up, guys? It's Saul Hill here. You guys are watching The Progressive Voice. Make sure you guys click subscribe down below. We're fighting Donald Trump tooth and nail, and we need your help.